listening posture. You're not only you're active listeners, you're interested listeners, you're making him feel good, you're leaning forward. Well, you don't have to actually bend to the table, okay?
Alright, so I'll give you the thesis, and then...
Bare bones. I'm going to take you through it.
Do I start when he says speak?
You don't start until he really starts the speech, okay? This part you don't do anything, and you don't record this part either, okay? So what we have here is someone new on the clock, somebody new on the camera, and we have our pioneer persuasive speaker. All right, let us have your bare bones thesis, Roman.
All right. Sleeping is the most important part of the life of a teenager and young adult. So that's agree. These are disagree. This is neutral.
Right.
Is Sam neutral?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of the way of the camera.
Okay.
Wait, so you're neutral.
Yes, I'm neutral.
Alright.
Okay, for the purposes of counting, just get in a little closer, Sal. You can move back in a minute. Thank you, Sal, for being thoughtful. All right, so, counselor, what have we got here? Our DNA. What's our DNA?
5 is okay.
No, you're going to give me like 5, 6, 7, or whatever. Just write straight across once you get it. Okay?
Christopher.
We'll save us some
What are
time.
you? I'm a camera person. Wait, are you agreeing?
No, what are you disagreeing, neutral, or agreeing?
Oh, I am in agreement.
Okay. I am a camera person.
528.
What is it?
528.
528?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Remember, Jesse, if you decide to move over there, you're going to have to come back this way and duck.
Okay.
All right? Pull this back as far as you can so people really have room to move back here.
Yeah.
No, they just pull this. Even if you can't sit on that spinny little stool, it's more important that people have room to stand just like this. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, now, one thing I'm just going to say to you, Roman, is get your voice up and out. Let's have sufficient volume.
Okay.
Okay, and a lot of passion. I didn't talk about the passion, but your delivery and the amount of pathos you put into that delivery is going to be helpful to sustain the logos that you have in the speech.
I got you.
Okay?
Alright.
All right.
So be passionate.
Passion.
Passion. Alright. Got that.
Yeah. Don't forget your title. Start with your title.
Little boy blue. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Where is the boy that looks after the sheep? He's under a haystack, fast asleep. Will you go wake him? No, not I. If I do, I'll be sure to cry. It's a common nursery rhyme. Most of us have heard it before. But it has a nice underlying meaning that few have thought of. We like to make fun of others, and sometimes we make fun of others for wise choices. Little boy blue made a wise choice there. He chose to sleep. Sleeping is the most important part of the life of a teenager and young adult. Sleep has the greatest combined mental, emotional, and physical impact, more than any other single act, excluding death, which sort of trumps. Mentally, one of the biggest problems is that people don't think that they need the normal amount of sleep. An average teenager needs 9 to 9.25 hours of sleep a night, but only 2.5% of people need significantly less. Of those surveyed, 95% people believe that they were in that 2.5%. It's a pretty big difference. What we also have to think about is some people need more. Better be safe than sorry. Also, when we don't sleep, our natural sleep cycle gets off, which as a teenager is 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. Now, when that natural cycle gets off, I know it's hard to keep by considering that we have to be in school, but if you can try and stay by that, your hormones that your brain sends out will be normal. If you get off of that cycle, they'll get off. And this leads into emotional problems. You can get irritable and depressed. You can go on both sides. Because mainly because of the hormones. But also, since you're fatigued, you're also more likely to be irritable. You can cause a lot more fights. You can cause a large amount of anger. Now, on October 22nd, 2007, a neurological probe was sent into the brains of people who had the correct amount of sleep and into those that lacked sleep. What it found was that the emotions of people who lacked sleep were 60% more reactive. 60%. So you get into 60% more fights, or you're 60% more depressed. Physically, lack of sleep has the greatest effect on our bodies. It causes numerous physical ailments and problems. When I interviewed Dr. Stodozinski, who's an MD PhD, he's a cardiologist who has been working for 9 years, and now he works at Strong Memorial Hospital, he pointed out that sleep apnea is a large problem. This is when you're sleeping, you stop breathing for a few seconds. Your body naturally wakes up, which obviously makes it hard to sleep. And even if you sleep through this is really bad because you can never get a good night's rest. Also, chronic fatigue means you're always fatigued. Heart attacks and heart failures are both more likely with lack of sleep. Also, you can get, 2 or 3 with lack of sleep. Chronic headaches also occur. You get lots of headaches and you can't get rid of them, almost like a migraine. Sleepwalking also becomes a large problem. So, this could be pretty fun, you could do some queer things. But what if you were going down the stairs? Or what if you go out of your house in the city? Probably not very good. Now, probably the worst thing you can get because of lack of sleep is narcolepsy. This gives you sleep attacks during the day. This could be at any time. So I'm talking to you right now, giving a speech, and suddenly I just go, just fall asleep. And this, a lot of people find comical. Ha ha ha, you just fell asleep. But what if you're crossing the street? What if you're driving a car? You do need the average amount of sleep. Regardless of what you may think, you are probably not in that 2.5%, and it's better to be safe than sorry. Most people would prefer to have not overly reactive emotions. If you want them, you don't have to sleep. It's your choice. And if you want to have sleep attacks during the day, it's okay with me. It's your problem. But as Hugo Betty wisely reasoned, sleep and confidence are almost the same thing. They both come together. If you want to be confident, get a good night's rest. When you take that global test tomorrow, or you give your persuasive speech, you'll know that you had the right amount of sleep. You'll know that you have energy, and you won't randomly fall asleep. Be like little boy Blue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Roman. What is the time on that speech?
5:18.
5:18. Okay, Roman, I'm going to need your cards. You stay right up there.
So when I
Okay, you're going to stop now.